Almost a year ago, I had my hair professionally cut and shaped. In this video, I'm going to talk about how my hair has held up since the almost year since I've had scissors touch my hair. And I'm also going to give you the results, of course, of my most recent visit to the same salon. Hello everyone, Kayla here, and this is What the Kink, a natural hair channel. And yes, you heard it right in the intro. Scissors have not touched my hair in almost a year, okay? So right now I have not been to get my hair done just yet, so I am a live action before picture. Anyway, I'm sure one of the first things that people are wondering is how have your ends held up since all that time has passed, girl? How has it come out? And what I can say about my ends is that they are definitely kind of getting to where they need to be trimmed, but they did last a really long time. It is like just now, I say in this last maybe month or so, that I am experiencing a little bit more difficulty with the detangling. I'm having to kind of like take a little bit more care there, but overall most of my hair does curl all the way to the end. So there isn't, like, you know, sometimes when there's damage on curly hair, it doesn't curl to the ends, but like, okay, that's just trying to be 2 or 3 curls. Let's be 1. Like, most of my hair curls to the very end. Like, I've got right here where it doesn't, you know, here. Let's pull some from the front, you know? So for the most part, my hair does curl to the ends. So there's not really, I'm not the hairstylist, but I'm not thinking that she's gonna have to cut much as far as damage is concerned. It's gonna be probably to fix the shape. Now that's the second thing I wanna get into, is how is the shape holding up? Girl. Okay, first of all, at the 7th month mark, yeah, around month 7, right? The left side of my hair in the front, because I had short layers cut in the front, the left side started to grow longer than the right, and it was pretty noticeable whether my hair was super defined, whether I was working a more puffy hairstyle. No matter what, you know, sometimes when you do your hair in a wash and go, it comes out different almost every time. Child, no matter what, that left side was longer. And then it started, the right side grew a little bit more, and so it didn't look as noticeable. And now we're at a point where now they're both just freaking long compared to how I had them cut. Now they're back to just hanging in front of my face, which is kind of one of the motivating factors behind why I got a haircut. But the left side is once again longer. I mean, I don't know how I'm going to portray it. I tried to work on the lighting before I turned play on, but you can see very front of my head. And this used to be symmetrical. This is definitely symmetrical. Even after I styled it, the hairstylist styled it, it used to be symmetrical. It is not anymore. And it's you know, not as noticeable to other people, but this is like, this doesn't even look like it's a face framing layer. Like, this looks like regular hair at this point because it is so long. So and that's kind of typical for my hair. The front does tend to grow a little bit longer than the rest of it. There was a point in time, this'll see who's been subscribed a really long time. There was a point in time where when I would detangle the front of my hair, it was just about touching my belly button. Like, I think there's a picture, like a length check photo, because I don't do length checks anymore, and I'll talk about that in a second. But there's a length check photo where I'm like almost pulling the front of my hair down and it's almost touching my belly button. So the front of my hair will grow to ridiculous lengths, and it doesn't care, okay? It is disrespectful, and it has been disrespectful in this regard as well. Now the back of my hair, first of all, maybe because I can't see it is why it hasn't bothered me very much, but I have noticed, like right up here coming close to the haircut, that there are hairs in the back that are hanging outside of the shape. So you can see they're like little dangly bits that are not inside the shape of the hair, okay? And then of course when you look at it from the side, which, let me try to get in front of the door, you can see it's not a smooth shape anymore because the front is long. So, get on the bedspread over here. Okay, you see the shape's not smooth anymore, and so it has grown out of the shape, which, I mean, naturally your hair is going to grow out of the shape. Like, if you really care about the shape of your hair, you need to be in a chair. You need to be in a chair probably every 6 months if you really, really care about the shape. I didn't care too much about the shape of my hair. I just wanted to maintain my hair as it grew out. And You know, it didn't really get to be like it is now, like, ooh girl, until like right up to here. So getting a trim every 6 months would be more like preventative, like to make sure that my hair never had a chance to get like it is now, which is, it's out of the shape for sure, and she's gonna have to trim hairs back into the shape. So as far as the length comparison, I don't have any. I don't have any photos. Like I said, I was going to get onto that. Like, I used to take length check photos, but now I really don't have any because I just can't. I don't have the energy. I don't have the motivation. It kind of like once you've had natural hair as long as mine, and I went natural at the end of 2011, like October 2011. It's 2020 right now. There's just, I mean, you just know the hair is gonna grow. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know that my hair is gonna grow down to this length effortlessly. I have grown my hair to this length 3 times. Yes, I'm kind of ashamed, but kind of not ashamed to say that I've had to grow my hair this length 3 times due to foolery and whatnot. So it's like, I don't have any photos, I don't have any comparisons, but you guys have told me that my hair is longer, visually longer than it was before. So I'll take your word for it. And I got videos, you know, and so you can kind of look through and be like, oh, well, maybe her hair is longer. And I do have some photos of my hair like freshly styled by myself after she cut it, because after the way I styled my hair looked longer than when she styled it, because she used like a lighter gel. So my hair was shorter, but really shiny and piecey and stuff like that. But when I style it, it usually hangs a little bit longer. So there are photos of that as well. And I might throw a couple of those on the screen so you can see a comparison between the photos and what I'm looking like right now sitting before you. So in preparation for this appointment, I wanted a wash and go that was going to be defined but still soft, because my particular hairstylist is not one that does that whole minimal product, cut it, whatever type thing that some of the hair people do. My hairstylist likes to cut hair that is defined. So you come in with hair that's defined and she cuts what you come in with. And I'm also not getting a full wash and whatever service because I am on her books as a client. She's just gonna cut my hair in the wash and go that I'm coming in there with. So I wanted the hair to be in a good condition to where it could be cut and it could be kind of more accurate to how my hair normally looks. So what I did was my leave-in was the Main Choice Amazon leave-in. Because I find that it mixes very well with the gel, which is the newer formulation of Wetline Extreme. And then I topped it with my favorite topper right now, which is the Curls Avocado Mousse. And some of you guys might be like, but girl, didn't you finish that? I did, but they were giving out little miniature samples in the mail, and honey, I got me another one. So I use a little miniature to do that because it smooths any flyaways across the top, which I do get because of the way that I define my hair. And I also like to apply water throughout my hair, and the raking and stuff creates frizz sometimes, so I put a little bit of that over the top and it smooths it and it adds shine, and then it smells really good. Okay, and then I scheduled my appointment so that my hair would be in that 3 to 4 days old range, so that the hair, the gel cast will have broken off. I don't know, I just didn't really want her to cut casty hair for some reason. I don't know, I don't want her to cut a gel cast. So yeah, naturally there's gonna be some parts that have frizz and softened a little bit, like under here and over here. I did clarify my hair, so my hair is very defined, and I've been wearing wash and goes consistently the last couple of wash days, so my hair is very defined, because you know, it's not stressing me to do this, but I just wanted to make sure that she's cutting hair that is accurate, cutting hair that is a representation of what my hair normally looks like. And that's just me being me. So I'm going to go and get my hair cut, and I will be back with the details. Oh, and I also want to make a note, because this video is going out during the time of coronavirus. I want to also make a point that in the state of Florida, you have to fill out a COVID waiver, and you can't go into the salon. You have to phone call in, and you wear a mask, they wear a mask. It's a lot that goes on to getting your hair done in the state of Florida during this time. So, because I don't want nobody to be thinking I'm just going to the salon. No, I'm not. I ain't going in there like that at all, honey. Definitely not. We are going to school like that in the fall though, because they are opening school up with no changes, honey, in the fall in my district. Everybody come on down. That's what they doing. Anyway, let me get up off that soapbox. All right. And we are back, okay? Overall, the whole picture of the hair, I would say not a lot was taken off, but as far as certain areas of my hair, there was hair in my lap. there was hair in my lap 100%. The front, y'all. The front, she had to cut into it. You can see, to blend it back into the back layers of the hair, and then also to just cut. I mean, it was really long, and I think when I originally got my hair cut, I think these were up higher, but in order to blend it into longer hair, because she didn't really take a lot for my length, she definitely had to cut the heck out of the front of my hair. And because I was in there making fun of myself, making fun of how the front of my hair looked. So that hair was in my lap. And then the back, she put it in better words than I did in the first half of this video. She said the back was growing over like an umbrella. Yes, that's how my hair always grows. I have had changes where I've cut my hair myself, or cut in twists or whatever, especially when I had a more choppy haircut like 2-3 years ago, when I cut my hair in those twists and like drastically cut off inches. The top grows like it's trying to catch up with the bottom, and so she definitely had to go and take some hair off of the umbrella, and so some hair came from there as well. But the overall unit of my hair, not much is taken off, and I do believe, I haven't looked back at the footage, I do believe that my hair is longer being cut like this than it was last time. So I'm gonna show you guys the full 360. All right, so of course I want to share with you guys what I said to get my hair cut the way that it was cut, because I think sometimes the stylist has an idea and you have an idea, and instead of it being a collaboration like it should be in the chair, it's a clash, right? But what I said to my hairstylist to get my hair cut this way, that I'm very happy with, is I told her, I like the length, I like the new length that I've gotten, I just want to clean it up. Okay, because my hair does not need to be reshaped. I already have a shape. It's hiding in there. It was hiding in there, I mean, and so all she had to do was just clean it up. And so this is the longer version of the haircut that I received before. I think sometimes, you know, if you sit in the chair and you say, oh, I like what you did last time, I like how my hair looked before, some hairstylists may take that to mean that they're just going to cut your hair back into the exact same hairstyle that you had before, super short or whatever it is, you know, instead of letting it grow out. So that's what I said. I just said, I like the new length, I want to keep it, and I need it cleaned up. And then I also went in and told her about the front specifically, and so that is why so much hair was taken from the front, because I just feel like I just looked like I was hiding behind my hair like this with the front. So as far as future haircuts, I think I probably do need to go back more than once a year. Once a year is great when you're caring about the health of your hair, and not a lot of my hair needed to be taken off from a health perspective. But from the shape perspective, the front was gone in 7 months, as I said earlier. And I asked her about it. I'm like, I don't have bangs, but you have a bang trim service. And she was like, well, we can just adjust the pricing to what's being taken off. And so what I think I might do is just schedule a regular haircut and just have her do the whole thing. I'm just like, whatever. If she feels the price needs to be adjusted, then she will do so. I'm willing to pay the full price, and so I'm not really worried about it. But I don't think I would have had to have so much hair in my lap if I had come back earlier, you know what I'm saying? So I'm really excited to see what this is going to look like once I actually style it myself, because she didn't style my hair. So it's literally just blunt, like interrupted, cut off where it lay, okay? It's not been styled, and so it will clump differently and lay differently once I style the hair that has been cut, right? So I'm interested to see what will happen in another year or so, 6 months, whatever, whenever I decide to update more videos about my haircut experience. Every time I bring up getting my hair done, I do get a lot of people who are expressing interest in wanting to go to a salon, or they say that they can't find one. And so because of that, I'm going to share the super secret process that I use to find a hairstylist. Not only how I found my hairstylist, but I've used this process to find one for my mom in the Atlanta area. I've used this to find salons for random people who ask questions on a hair group that I belong to on Facebook. So I'm going to share that process with you so that you no longer will be up here talking about you can't find nobody. I'm going to help you find somebody. In the meantime, there's some other videos on my channel. Go ahead and check those out. Hopefully the how to find a hairstylist video will come out next week, and subscribe to my channel. I put up videos every week, and I will talk to you in the next one.